Hey guys, I'm Luuk van Dijk. Today I'm going to show you how I cook beats in my kitchen. Welcome to Mix Tank, the sound of Luuk van Dijk. Today I'm going to show you how I build my template, how I make beats, how I start a track, how I arrange, how I master everything. So I've been producing music for 9 years now, and you might know me from Hot Creations, Solid Grooves, Circus, and of course my own label Dark Side of the Sun. And and what? So if you want to learn everything about how to make the sound of Luuk van Dijk, let's jump in. Hey guys, I'm Luuk van Dijk. Today I'm going to show you how I cook beats in my kitchen. Welcome to Mix Tank, the sound of Luuk van Dijk. Today I'm going to show you how I build my template, how I make beats, how I start a track, how I arrange, how I master everything. Let's have a look. Okay, so one of the most important things in the studio is how you're feeling and get going and stuff. For one of the things for me is that I wear this sweater. This is my favorite hoodie, and I feel at home. You know, I also have a little blanket, so maybe if I'm feeling cold, I have a nice blanket here in the studio. So those are important things. Get your coffee, have a nice glass of water, and just feel nice. And also one of the most important things is that when you open your laptop, you can just dive right in, just immediately. So for me, I made this little template. I think it's a great way of just getting what's in your head immediately into your laptop. So if you look with me, I have this little group with gear, and that's all the synthesizers that I have in here, and the synthesizer, the M1 over there, and the TR-8S, and they're all triggered by MIDI, and they all go into my sound card. So this is a way for me to diving into my gear. So that I have another group with some drums. I got my kicks over here. I made this template over, I think, a month ago, because usually I just start with the Ableton template, and I will be searching for kicks for a while, and then it goes so fast now, so I really like this. Alright, so I have my kicks. So a lot of kicks, and I already tweaked them a little bit. For instance, the hats. I've got all the hats here. Oh, those are the kicks. I've got all the hats here. Not all the hats, but just some hats to keep to start. And as I said, I tweaked some of them because with hats and claps and sharp things, I think it's cool to give them a little bit of attack, that it goes more smoothly. Like for instance, this hat over here, it's like this, and it's very sharp, and even if it's soft, it kills your mix. I think those are the more important things. That this is my vision of how I make music. I don't say any other way is wrong, but like for instance, this hat, it's sharp, and if you give it a little bit of attack it is, I don't know, I think it's more smoother now, and it really it's nice for in the mix. Okay, so I have the hats, got some claps, nice, some snares. I also slice some snares out of drum loops. Get that nice weird little snap. And I got some of my favorite plugins for that I use to make bass lines and whatever. It's not all my favorite plugins, but I got a subboom bass over here already with the things I use on a bass. We'll dive into that later. I've got a Blue by Rob Papen as well, and a Predator also by Rob Papen. I like his plugins. These plugins by him give me inspiration when I go to presets. If I go through all the presets, I really hear some weird sounds and some stuff, and then I get inspiration by that. I also have some of my favorite effects on the return channels. Timeless by FabFilter, it's a great little plugin. Delay, reverb, just standard things. And this Euromix, it's a cool free plugin by Per Hammer, Euromix, and yes, so that. And on the master I have some stuff. I have the Pro Q3 that I triggered the on and off button with 1. This is a great little trick. I'll show you that later also. So every time I press 1, the whole master has a low cut on it. It's a fun thing while making music, but you see that. I have a Kramer tape, stereo, a Pro C and a Pro L. We'll dive into the master chain later. Okay, so first I begin with searching for a nice drum loop, one that gives me inspiration, and I can make something from that. Okay, so there's this little site that I know. It's called Breakbeat Paradise, and it's like a 10-year-old site or something, and it looks cracky, and it has all like nice and weird and old school samples. And that's why I'm searching for. I think it's nice to dig in deep, searching for samples that are like or rare or just like classic. You know, like there you go to loops and then you're like, oh, that's from that track and that track. And I also use Splice. I think Splice is a great tool to search for sounds that you're looking for. But Splice is not the place for me to search for drum loops and go from scratch. And also because Splice is something that like everyone uses, so I'm a little bit scared to choose the samples that everyone has. So if you're on Splice, it's a great tool, but maybe just instead of going through the samples and putting sorts on recent, just put it on random and try to dig deep in there and not just the loops that everybody's using now. Okay, so I'm searching for breakbeats. Sick. Most of the times I grab a drum loop and delete it after a while when I'm making something, but it's just for me to get started and get inspired. Okay, these are vocals.
Yo!
Can't you feel
It ain't
Give me them drum loops.
to the
Okay, that's something I can work with. It's not a very full loop, but I like the hats and the tops. These are all very cracky loops, so you have to flex them yourself. Okay, so let's do that and sort it out. All right. Okay, that looks fine. Okay, let's see if you got some more.
Ven aquí conmigo.
You got a lot of stuff on that side, so cool. Okay. No. Ooh. Okay, let's see if we can make something with this, because it is sounding fat, you know. Okay. Woohoo! Oh, by the way, I'm not working in session view. That is really something that I never did, because I know it's just I come from Logic. I worked with Logic for over 4 years, so this still comes really close to Logic. I switched to Ableton because my Logic, even though I bought it, it was still crashing because my laptop was too new and they wanted me to upgrade to Logic 10, and I worked with Logic 9. So I thought, okay, if I'm gonna switch, let's try Ableton. Everybody's using Ableton, so that's why I'm not working in session view, because this looks like Logic a bit, and from here you can easily start arranging. And I think if you start arranging very quick, then a track will be sooner done, because some people are too long in session view. Because I'm working on a beat here, and if I got a beat and a bass and something like that, I'll get started with arranging, but you'll see. So that's why I'm not in session view. Yeah, okay, that's sick. For now, I'll leave this loop. I'm not gonna cut it open and stuff. I'm gonna put a little bit of low on it. I'll get cutting up later. Okay, so we've got this now. Sounds solid. Okay. Kick. I think. By the way, I've started working with Ableton for a year now, and maybe you can call me slow, but this just works for me, so. Okay, that's why I like to have like a drum rack with all the kicks that you can just, instead of copying every time, and you can just switch from one kick to another very quick. I think this one is right. Okay. Don't think we need any heads for now. I've put the quantize settings on 38 40%, because sometimes I want to quantize stuff, but not too much. I think it's cool if it can be a little bit organic. Jay Dilla once said, "What is quantizing? Why use it?" I can understand, but the clap needs to be on the kick. Okay, if you can listen, it feels like the clap is a little bit late. It's not on the kick. So if you look to the sample, it looks quite alright. And also here, it also, where are you? It also looks like it's on there, but it feels like it's a little bit late. So one of my favorite tools from Ableton is the delay, track delay. It's the little D over here, or you can go to views and then track delay. You can push back, so you can push it back or forward with milliseconds on the track here. So I'm just gonna try some stuff. You see, so now it feels more on it. Sometimes, no, most of the times, every time, you just listen and try. Just listen and try. Try is the best thing you can do. Because all the things said it wasn't late, but it sounded a little bit late, so I just tried it and trusted my ears, and now it's a hit. It's done. Now it's really done. No, it's still not done, guys. Maybe it's too much. Yeah, that sounds fine. Okay. Do we need more snares? Okay. Gonna make the loop a bit longer. We think because with snares and fills, it's the ear candy, and you don't want the nice things to happen every time. So that it's a gift. It's a gift when the snare is double. So I'm gonna record for 16 bars or 8 bars. 8 bars, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. I like to record these things and not just draw them, but record, so weird shit happens. And those are the things, guys. Bam. Okay, now I was a little bit off sometimes, but that's fine because you can quantize. Even though the breakbeat has a little bit swing, it sounds cool that the snare doesn't have swing, but we'll see. Okay. This is the point. What are you gonna do with your track? Is it gonna be like a little bit swingy track, or is it gonna be tight? Okay, let's see what happens if we put some swing on it. The swings that I usually use are double down, the MPC ones. Yeah, let's try a lot of swing. Okay. That does sound nice. And even though what will be even cooler is that sometimes we don't use swing on the snares. So not everything has to be in the right groove. That's what everybody tells. Like you have to have everything in the same groove. No, wrong. If it sounds nice, if it sounds sick, why the hell do that? That's one of the life lessons from Luuk van Dijk. Okay. I think we have a beat over here. Maybe we're gonna cut this up. Maybe skip that one, and instead of just getting rid of it, it might be good to fill it up with other elements, because it isn't then. Okay, that sounds good. I think it's just fine like this. I can like cut it up and mess more with it, just that I messed more with it and that I made something from it to my own. No, it's cool like this. So loops are there to be used, and yeah, that's it. Don't feel like obliged to. Don't feel the need to cut it up that you made your own. It's just if it's cool, it's cool. Okay, so there's a cool Ableton is so cool. There's this free Max for Live thing that's called Sting. It's a sequencer, so it makes a sequence for you. So you just put it here before the bass, and if you click the spacebar, it starts making a sequence. Nah, I'm supposed to do this like 10 times and then make something on my own, but this is just sick. I'm gonna use this. Okay, you can also add a little bit of swing over here. Okay, but for these cases, it's good to record it. So okay, I'm gonna make another MIDI channel over here, and I'm gonna record the MIDI of the sub boom bass. Okay, so all ins, I wanna have the sub boom that comes in, arm the track, and hit record. Jesus! Oh Lord! This is sick. Okay, so we have the MIDI over here. So what I wanted to show you is that every time you click on the smiley, the nice little smiley over here, it makes another sequence. That's the thing, because you have so many cool options, you don't know what to pick. That is also hard. Okay, but I'm gonna record this anyway. Okay. With density, you can what it says, you can from Manchester to Detroit within a swing of a dial. A little bonton now. So if you want it to be a little bit more basic, you have to put it to Manchester. Yeah. Yeah, great. Okay, so let's see. Most of the times when I can't make a bass line of my own, I know this plugin for not that long, so don't question all my songs now. Yeah, you can record some MIDI and then check what the one you like the most. This one is, man. This is one of those bass lines that when you hear it, you know you can't hear it for like 6 hours, because that is a very important thing about making bass lines. If you're making a bass line, you have to be 100% confident of it and just know that you can listen to this one for like hours. So if you have like a very complicated bass line that has like 12 notes and it's very then yeah, it's more complex. So if it's like less is more, if like 3 or 4 notes, you can create something really solid. Yeah. And yeah. Thank you, Sting. Maybe we're gonna check if we're gonna mess with it a little bit. Maybe notes between here. Just gonna click some note. I don't know if it's in the right scale, but yeah, this sounds alright. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay, some effects I put on a bass line. It depends what kind of bass you have. If you have like a sub bass, or like this kind of bass with love body, and this is the kind of bass that is the hook of your track. So then it's extra important that the bass line is cool. And I think I'm 100% sure this bass line is cool. Okay, so the R bass, it's a plugin from Waves. So you can select frequency range and you can boost it. So for this bass line, if you hear that, you hear what's doing? Instead of a lot of guys use a bass and sub bass, but I really like to just have everything in one bass. I don't want, for my mix it works the best if I just have one bass, and if I miss a little sub in the bass, I'll rather put a R bass on it instead of a sub bass under it. Another tool that you can do a little bit of having it more body is the Saturn by FabFilter. I use it a lot on bass. I think for this bass line it's better to use a Saturn on it, because you can really see what you're doing and it can be more specific. Because you can see it already has a lot of bass, so I don't have to give it more sub. But I think it would be nice to give a little bit more mid. So you can just make different frequencies and boost it up there. Yeah, solid. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna get rid of some low end. Why do I do this? Yeah, to make room for other sounds. I don't know, it's just something that I see other artists do, so then I easily just do it too, but I use it more. I think sometimes I really try to sound old school, and in old school tracks they don't have big ass subs. It's just sometimes a little bit bass is just enough. So with a little bit EQing, I can shape it a little bit into the sound that I want. Also, the first 20 hertz, you don't hear the difference. From this point, you're gonna definitely hear some stuff. So little bit over here. I think this is fine. Okay. Okay, side chaining. For a while I used the LFO tool to sidechain. I think it was just fine for me. But somebody told me just use a compressor, and I used a compressor back in the day, so I'm just gonna use that. I think this is enough. Maybe the bass line is still a little bit too complex. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so I think this is gonna be the basis of the track. From this point, I really want to start arranging, because I think the track is like. I like to have the arrangement ready so that it only depends when the track is done if it's full enough, if there are a lot of elements. And if I gonna search for a lot of stuff now, then I'm gonna hang in here, and then I'm gonna like, oh, okay, yeah, that was a good day, and then save it, and I probably find myself never getting back to it. So I like to start arranging as quick as I can. Because also when I have an arrangement, I can really hear at some point what is missing. Okay, so I like to consolidate stuff, so it's more, the overview is better for me. So I'm gonna select all of this and then Command J, and then it's consolidating, and it's a new file. So I can easily just Command do that, you know. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Bye. My drums. I'm gonna start mixing later on, by the way, because I can see you are thinking now, hey, why you're not putting the breakbeat in the drum section? 1 minute. Okay. I'm gonna put this here and then just start duplicating everything till around 6 minutes. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Where do we begin? Also, for the overview, what I think is nice is instead of putting a low cut on the sub bass and tweaking with the automation, I just like to copy one channel and have one channel with the same bass line, but then with the low cut on it, so I can easily see when there's a break. You can also, what is a very handy tool is like make a marker, a locator here, and say like break. That can be very handy if you're all the way down to the project and you can still like see that there's the break. But this works for me, putting it in 2 different bass. I'm gonna do the same with the kick. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I put a low cut on the kick on the Pro Q3 as a default setting, because most of the times I use the Pro Q3 to give something less lows. So it also saves me time arranging that. Oh wait! Okay, what is nice? Maybe you can add a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna make the breaks and stuff, and then I'm gonna start shaping the track. Okay, so I want a little break over here, just like a DJ effect. Yeah, and I'm gonna also do that here, but then longer. This is only for the beginning. Sometimes I started deleting stuff and doing it another way, but this is most of the times I start like this. Because I also think it's not, it's cool to have different arrangements every track, but to start I do this. Okay, so every time there's a little break up there, and then I think at around 3:30 to 4 minutes I want to have a long break. And then a little piece over here. Okay, and then I think this. I can, by the way, I can just copy this and put. That's lame. Yeah. Okay. Nice, it's in my head now. That's a good thing. Okay, let's see what elements we're gonna use in the beginning. I think I'm just gonna do a classic fade. Yeah, why not? We'll see what it brings. For now, this is fine. Okay. I think it's also cool for this bass line that it's because it's a little bit the hook of the track, that it's not open all the time. So I'm also gonna duplicate this and okay, just trust me. Gonna put this there and then get rid of some of the highs. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I'm gonna do that over here as well. I don't know if we can hear it, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it's better to, because this thing also adds velocity to the notes. I think I'm gonna just put them all up. Oh, yeah, like this. I think it was cool that it had a bit of, yeah, I think it's better the way it was. Okay. Okay, I think this is fine now. Okay, the snares, you want to build the track, right? You want to be like that. Okay, so something like the snare is something that you're gonna use for later, because you don't want to give everything away at the start. Let's check if it's cool enough without the snares. Yeah, I think it's cool. And then with it's cool to mess a little bit around with the timing. Some element comes in. For instance, the track, the clap. Instead of just putting it there, I think it's cool to do it a little bit before. So it's becoming less predictable. I think that's also cool to mess a little bit around with the notes. So that we do like this. Yeah, I think that's fun. Sounds good. I think it would be cool if we fade into highs back. So let me see if it's, yeah, I think something like this. Okay, so for now, I think this is, it's ready for some elements. Okay, I think we've come to a point to add pads and synths to the track. So let's see. I think I'm gonna get the blue from Rob Papen. Because I have this little cool new piece of hardware that I'm gonna show. So it's this little machine. It's called the Chord Bot, and you can make chords. Let's get a nice pad or something. Okay, so it's you have all the scales over here, the chord progressions, scales, whatever, and you have all the notes over here. So every note that you tap, it makes the chord of that note. So now it's in major, but I can also put in minor 9, or 6/9. Or major 7. It's a great little machine. Because if you don't have a lot of musical background or musical theory knowledge, this can really help in the studio. Even though I played piano for 7 years or 6 years before producing, that all fade away, so that's nice. I don't really know what the key of the track is, so let's find out. I really, instead of putting a tuner on the piano roll or checking the piano roll, I just like to hear what's right. That sounds about it. Yeah, but which key is this? Then I'm gonna check the piano. That one sounded okay. Yeah, it's D. It definitely is D. Okay, let's see if we can make something for the background. Yeah, that sounds quite alright. Okay, so now I have the MIDI here because it writes MIDI. I'm gonna thank you and bye. I think that's cool. Okay, so we have a pad over here. One plugin that it's mind-blowing is the Sigmund by D16. You put it on any elements or pad and it just completely changes it. So okay, let's dive into the presets, as this is it's a hard plugin to understand. I'm gonna loop this part. Yeah, I like this one. There's a track coming out of me with this preset, so don't use it yet. Yeah, I think this is cool. The thing with pad is, I think it's nice to filter it in. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna use an auto filter. Yeah, like that. Yeah, cool. Just something for the background. Maybe a little bit of echo. Okay, So that's the pad. I think I'm gonna put it here as well. Oh, I don't wanna. I wanna copy the. Don't wanna copy the automation. So I just click on this. I think it's cool for now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it throughout the whole track, but it's a cool thing. So another cool track to mess around with the pad or weird elements is you've probably already saw this trick a million times, but it's still cool. And if you don't know it, then I'm gonna show you how. You just you can. I'm gonna duplicate this one, the breakbeat, and or I think I'm gonna do it on the bass line. Okay, so you can put a vocoder on it, and you go to external and you select the pad that I want to modulate. So that is the blue one. And this is a great weird method to mess around and put another sound on the groove that you have. So I'm gonna turn this one off. If you, maybe we can check out what the depth does. Ooh, it's clipping a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put down a couple of elements. -7, -7, -14, -11. Because it is clipping on the master, so I'm gonna put everything -7 down, so it doesn't clip. That's cool. Oh yeah, this one is still on -0. And that one too. Sorry guys, sorry. Yeah, I think this is cool. It's weird. Let's see what happens if we pitch it. Just trying some stuff, guys. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe like this. So it goes up. Yeah. Okay, let's freak around with this one. Some of the frequencies are very loud. That is weird, so I'm gonna check out what's up. Maybe I'm gonna put a compressor on it. Yeah, that helps already. Yeah, okay, this is it. So I'm gonna filter that in, and I do that here because this one just needs to be on all the time because it's controlled by the vocoder. Auto filter. And I think it needs to come back a little bit. Yeah, like this. It still feels very empty, so snares back. And I want this automation over there. And it needs to play these notes. Okay, yeah. I think the sub boom bass needs to go up a bit, like this. Maybe we can need a cool, I don't know, a sort of acid line on it. And I think it's very cool to use acid stuff. I love the 303 stuff, so I'm gonna check for the ABL3, the ABL3. It's a great little plugin to make acid lines. I also used the TB3. It's a great little machine, but I don't know. It was a little bit too hard programming it, and this thing just works for me. So I'm gonna put it on. Okay, something like that. There's something that is cool. It's called the Roser. It's also a sequencer like the Sting, but in this one you can choose the key and stuff. So here it is the key. You can't really see it because it's made for the light theme of Ableton, and I like the dark theme. But I can see it over here. You have the key, and the key needs to be in D. And what you do then is, now it makes sequence, and you see what it does. But if you put random, it makes a random sequence. And you can change everything about it, the octave, the pitch, the velocity, whatever. Or the length of the sequence, for instance, 32. Yeah, okay, let's see if we're gonna use this. Maybe some of the parts, because the bass lines itself is already a bit complex. Maybe only that one. yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Just not too much. Also gonna record this MIDI. Able, yes, like that. Okay, so now we have that. Gonna put this over here and say goodbye to the buzzer. It's a super cool plugin. You can also choose which scale it is, chromatic major, harmonic minor, and it's a real cool plugin to freak out with stuff. Maybe I'm gonna use it for something else later, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I think that's something that can work with the track, because yeah, you want to have new stuff coming into the track, stuff that people are like, ooh, what's this? That's cool. So I think after a while, it's cool to have this new. I think it's also time for some drums. For example, the 909 hi-hat is a hat I use a lot, because it really gives a lot of energy to the track. So let's search for a nice 909 hi-hat. That one feels alright. Just gonna drag it in as a sample. I think that is just fine. Duplicate that. Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, wow. It's just, it gives so much more energy to the track. Yeah, that's sick. But I'm gonna, as the other drums sound a little bit old school, I'm gonna shape it a little bit with the EQ, because it sounds very new. And I think if you get rid of a little bit highs of the hats, it will definitely give a more old school feeling. So let's go to the hats. Yeah, now it blends way more into the drums. Bam! Okay, and that's standing. I'm gonna put that over there as well. I'm gonna mix some of the drums for now. I think it's time to make them sound nice. Okay, so these hats can go into the drum group. The hats can go to the drum group, and the breakbeats. Okay. So we have all the drums. I don't want the kicks to be in the drum group, because I'm gonna EQ and stuff and compress, and I really like to have the kicks just separately. Okay. I think overall in the group I'm gonna get rid of some lows. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put a compressor on it. Compressor basically decrease the dynamics, and the louder signal is gonna be softer, and the softer signal is gonna be harder. Why? Because then it's a nice little, yeah, we call it a sausage. If you see the waveform, it's like pushed all in. Oh yeah, the kicks of course needs to be -7. And the snares sound a little bit too harsh now, so I'm gonna. There isn't mixing is very hard. Can be yeah, mixing is just very hard, and I think there's not certain ways to do it. If people ask me like, how do you mix your drums and stuff, it's just I think that you learn that, and I think after a couple of years you know you trained your ears, and I think you know you just feel when something is too loud or too soft. What I told earlier about some smoothing up some elements, I think the clap can be a little bit smoother, because this has this tick at the beginning of the sample. It doesn't feel that nice, so I'm gonna give it a little bit fade. Just listen. Too much. Yeah, this sounds way better than just the whole sample. Yeah, okay, let's see if it's still nice in the mix, because when you give some elements a little bit of attack, it feels like they're a little bit later, so maybe a little bit late in the groove, so maybe I'm gonna push a little bit back. It feels like it's nice like this. Okay, maybe the snares. The snares are fine. The hi-hats also sound fine. Yeah, these hi-hats also have a little bit of attack on them, so I think for now the drums are fine like this. Oh, I always give the drums a little bit of reverb, like a short reverb. I have it on the return A, and it feels like it gives a bit more room, and I don't know, I like it like this, so I'm gonna check out what we're gonna do. Very heavy. I think this is nice. Yeah, like this. Let's see if we can mess a little bit with the acid line again. Sigmund is just I love that plugin. It gives such weird effects to the synths, and yeah, that's cool. And just sometimes use it as a kind of effect, like a tool, like the ear candy stuff. I think it's cool to have stuff that is happening around that grabs people's attention, like, ooh, what's that? So that is, I think that's very important. So let's find if we can find more ear candy, as I call it. Yeah, I like that one. Maybe a little bit less the EQ bass. Maybe I'm thinking out loud, okay? Maybe you could use the tom over there, like. Yeah, something like this. I just like freaking around. Yeah, I think that's cool. I'm gonna give it a little bit fade. You can also do it with this, smoothing things up. Yeah, that sounds better. I'm gonna consolidate this and just whap, 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 like that. And I'm gonna put this in the drum folder. Okay. Maybe a stab or something. A stab. I'm gonna search for a staba. I'm gonna search for a staba. Not gonna check the key. Just check and feels what feels right. You know. Maybe this is fun. I don't know. Just mess around and see what happens. That is my #1 lesson. Okay. We'll never know what the Sigmund does with this synth, so we're just gonna record it. Okay. Okay. I think that this is kind of cool synth for in a break. Or maybe not. Let's see. The timing isn't quite right. Oh, that's because I didn't quantize it yet, or did I? Oh, I did. Why is it sounding so weird? Oh, no, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, Ableton. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. I thought, like, why is it not on time? But it just didn't really duplicate that well. Okay. Okay, and a fun thing to do to elements like this is to make it go like that. and I often use a auto filter for these kind of stuff, and I think it's cool if it's high pass, so high cut, I mean, like this, and that with the LFO you can make it go like that. So that then it keeps getting interesting and you don't get used to it. Maybe slower. It hurt a little bit, so, and you can see that it kind of has these nasty frequencies. So the best thing you can do is just listen and search for that nasty frequency. Ooh, and then just put it down, because then you know what was the thing that hurts your ears. Yeah, also this I'm gonna filter it in and okay, so we got some stuff over here, and I'm basically making a track now, and so please keep in mind that sometimes it's hard finding knowing what the track needs. Some of the tracks that I made in like 3-4 hours, and it's just like everything fell in place. And sometimes I'm just like fooling around for 9 hours and something isn't quite working. So, but anyways, this track we're having now, and I think we need to find a vocal, because a vocal is something that draws people attention, and it can really like make a track. And there are quite some ways to find vocals. You can go search on Splice, but as I told, like with Splice, you may find vocals that everybody is using at that moment, and I don't know. It's a cool thing to find vocals that are rare. A lot of times I just I listen to a lot of different music, like hip hop and soul, funk, jazz, whatever. And sometimes, especially in hip hop, you can find a lot of cool samples in tracks. Like with the track I made, The Revolution, I basically used a part of the vocal that it's in hip hop. You have a lot of interludes, and interludes are short little tracks, and often without beats and anything, just poems and people talking, and I found like a sample, and then I thought like, oh, yeah, this is hot, and then I just put it in my notes or whatever, or I just put it in a playlist for samples to use later, and that is a cool way to find vocals. But anyways, it's hard if you especially looking for a vocal. It can be very frustrating. But I've made a nice little sample collection for myself, and I found some cool vocals on weird sample packs. So often I just go into Ableton and just type in vocal or whatever, and just go through all my packs to see what I have. So Yeah, I used that one before.
The sunshine.
The man.
I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, but I go to Ableton and we'll see.
Get that in the air.
What? I'm up for it.
That was a cool.
This is not the vocal I was looking for, but maybe it's a cool for the background. Let me check. Okay, maybe we can see with the maybe Timeless. Timeless is also a really cool plugin by FabFilter to make weird weird hearing sounds, and just like the Sigmund, it's a cool plugin. So let's see. Weird. I like that. Okay. Well, I think it's some elements I try to check how it sounds if they're like a little bit more mono and not too. This focus really stereo now because of the delay. So I'm gonna put an S1 imager on it and just see what it does if it's a little bit more mono. I think it's cool. It's weird, and you know, you wanna try to have unique stuff in the track. But also this one, I'm gonna put a little bit auto filter on it, make it move. Yeah, okay, let's see what the Sigmund does to it, because we don't know, let's see. I'm gonna put the auto filter off because I can't hear shit. It's not a vocal anymore. So this is what I mean. Like I was searching for synths and pads for in the track, but this is how those things like how those things get in the track. It's just I was looking for a vocal and then I found something else, and then I edited it and put some strange effects on it, and now it's a really cool thing. Maybe from this point I'd like to freeze it and flatten it so I can really see, and so I can really in control what's happening instead of the plugin doing what it wants. So now I can just flatten and see, yeah, exactly what it's doing, what the timing is, and I can edit those things. because I don't like this part. Really like this. Really gives a groove, you know. So I'm gonna just check this out. Yeah, like that. Okay. Maybe sidechain it a bit. Let's make more groove there. Sidechain input from the kicks. This one. That one is cool. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so this one is sounding quite alright now. I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, but we were still looking for a vocal. There are also some vocals in stuff that isn't called vocals. I got this sample pack that named everything track. And why are you on? I turned you off. Bye. Okay. Sorry, peeps. It might be good to keep the track going because some things might not hear cool when you hear it on their own, but in the mix it might sound cool. So I'm gonna loop this and I'm gonna press 1. What I told you to put a low cut on, because I don't want to hear the bass and everything all the time, because then I just get easily annoyed by the track and I still want it to bang, you know? Okay, so let's check for some vocals.
Over and over.
No, that's good.
Break it up.
Okay, so I feel this is the pack. I think it's a data file or anything. Data file, I'm not sure. Just check it out. Just dig deep into YouTube. Just dig deep into Google, finding for old sample packs, old fora, anything. You can find some decent stuff in there.
Break it up.
That one is sick. That one is also cool.
Hip hop power. Hip hop power.
What time is it? Everybody, clap your hands. The place to be.
Okay, I think these one are cool.
Break it up.
So these two, I think.
Break it up.
Oh, like this.
Break it up.
The timing of vocals, it's a little bit hard. Because I don't know. I think it's just good to try and just put the vocals on different timings to see how it works. Just try out.
Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up.
I think it's best if I just do it like this, like break it up.
Break it up. Break it up. Break it.
Or maybe see what it does when we stretch it.
Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up.
Why is it?
Break it up.
Break it up. That would be nice.
Break it up. Break it up.
Yeah, like that.
Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up.
So okay, let's shape it a little bit. This one I'm gonna start it over there.
Break it up.
Okay, some EQings.
Break it up. Break it up.
I think what would be cool is because the vocal is also very low in quality. I think it's cool if we put like a phone filter on it, and it's a standard preset in Pro Q. Just go to presets and then phone.
Break it up.
So now it's kind of a phone effect, and I think that's cool. Really slices through the mix.
Break it up.
Yeah, maybe this is cool. We'll see. What a cool thing to do is you want to have it more than one time in the track, so you can just put it out every time here before the climax. Or what you can do is, I don't know what's the best thing. What you can do is just select a random. Just select this and then random whatever. Just duplicate it, and it comes on timings that you won't expect. That can be fun, but I don't know.
Break it up. Break it up.
I think it's cool if we if it isn't that random. I think it's better if we just let's see what we can do with it. Like this.
Break it up.
And maybe sometimes in the filter and sometimes not. I think I'm just gonna. From this point, I'll just copy the automation like that. Yeah, cool. Maybe that's cool to have in a break somewhere, or on a climax. Maybe no, maybe. Yeah, I think that's cool. To really show that there's some that you're in a difference, that the track is different from that point. So then we're gonna get rid of the acid line again, and maybe the that weird that sound. And instead of just getting rid of that one, I think I'm gonna put it in a filter. Depends. Sometimes it's cool just to get rid of something, and something's cool to have it still have it around. By the way, as you can hear, the bass is in a low cut now, but I think it's better to do the bass in a high cut. I'm sorry, when all the other elements are around, because you don't want to have everything in the mix at the same time, but then just sometimes that, sometimes that, sometimes that, so that it's more interesting for the people that are hearing it. So if you check in now. Oh, the bass is still on. Yeah, like this. And then it's open again here. If the track is full and stuff, you probably won't really notice it, but those are the things that that keep a track interesting. Well, I think we've got to a point that we have a lot of elements, so maybe it's time for some effects and stuff. So what I always do is just search for effects in Ableton. I think we can make something cool with this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice it to a new MIDI track and put it on transient, or I think 116 notes. Yeah, I think that can be cool. Because you can also use sequencers that I used earlier for the bass or for the acid as something to make for the effects. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use the Roser for that one. Oh, it needs to be, yeah, there. Random. And that's a cool way to get those like modular effect stuff. So I'm gonna put the sequence longer. Maybe even longer, I think 46 maybe. Yeah, this you can create some cool rhythmic effects like this. Maybe I'm gonna put a frequency shifter on it. I really like that that plugin. Just makes stuff weird, and I like that. You probably know that right now. Maybe a little bit of timeless on it. It is background, so you don't want to put it too loud in the mix. Yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna record the MIDI again. Yeah, so record the MIDI. It's your MIDI track. Get the effects going and record. Okay, that is all right, and I'm gonna duplicate it another way. I'm not gonna duplicate this and this, but I think I'm gonna make it a little bit longer, and then make a new one of this, and then I'm gonna duplicate this so the timing isn't the same again. And I think I'm gonna do it towards the break and big climax, because I don't want to have it all the time. And then I'm just gonna simply gonna turn this off, and then simply fade it in with volume. it's cool. It's a nice way to have something in the background, just to fill it up a bit. Okay, I think also instead of getting new effects, we can check what we can do to the elements that we have. So for instance, the clap, I really like to mess around with the claps once in a while. So I'm just gonna duplicate it again, get rid of all this stuff, yeah, and then yeah, I'm gonna put one clap over here maybe. Maybe with a little bit of effects on it, timeless. Yeah, let's see. Short maybe, this one. And also that one, I'm gonna duplicate it. It comes sometimes in the track, but not every same time. So like this maybe. Cool. Maybe a more rhythmic clap. Get rid of these, maybe just like this. Okay, so like that. I'm gonna quantize these, and also these I'm gonna put them randomly. So like this, so I already know how the timing is and put it there. Maybe this one, I'm gonna put it there. Yeah. Okay, let's see what happens if we just duplicate these. I think these are a little bit too close to each other, so I'm gonna move this one. Yeah, I think this is cool. Yeah, because there's stuff happening all the time, and you can't really put a finger on it, what and when. So these are the things that keeps your mind busy and doesn't make a track too boring at the end. Same thing with the hi-hat. I think the hi-hat is very cool to sometimes put one reversed or at another timing. So I'm gonna check what happens if I just like duplicate this one. I'm gonna put the hi-hats a little bit louder, I think, by the way. So like that, I think that's a cool effect. And again, I'm gonna duplicate it in a not too right way, so it keeps on moving and stuff. And maybe reverse one. Gonna Command E and then duplicate it. Command J, consolidate it, and then reverse it. So it becomes a little bit more like. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. And then I'm gonna do it over again. I'm gonna consolidate this for, sorry, it's the weird tick I have. Like that. Yes. These are very easy things to do, where you don't need a lot of thinking, and in the end it's maybe even to freak out a bit more, pitching one down. That can also be cool, but then not too many times. Like this. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Maybe it's cool to have a snare that has like big reverb, like sometimes. So I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna duplicate this one. This return track. Can I? Hey. Or do I have to? Okay, you can't do that. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so I made a new one. Reverb. For reverbs, I just use the standard reverb from Ableton. I just love it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the snares and then just select the right return track and random again put a reverb on it. Like this. Maybe not random, maybe before like before a climax. So I think like this. I think that I like that. So I'm just gonna duplicate this and put it there also, because here's a little break, and there. Maybe, no, I'm gonna get rid of the snares over there. Already know that because it is time, I think, to move to the arrangement of the track. Because sometimes you wanna get rid of some stuff to make more impact, and that's exactly what happens. What you can do in a big break. For example, this one. Because we want to have this climax sounding fat. You just want to like, bam, that's gonna be the big climax. So how are we gonna do that? You got a couple of, you got two, basically I think for me you got two ways. You got one way where you can have like a big epic break and build snare rolls and reverbs and smash all effects on it and then do the climax, or you can get rid of some stuff before the impact. Because if you have less elements before the climax over here, it's a bang, Okay, so, let's see. By the way, the kicks, I always have another kick in a break, and I don't get delete or don't have kicks in a break, because I think it's nice to have some kick that you have, you can still feel the groove, and there's still like, it's not like totally quiet. So if there's a kick like this, I always, when making music, I always think of, not always, but most of the times I think of a crowd when I'm playing it. So, like this one, I think when you have a kick that just rolls through with a low cut, it is more vibing than this. So, I always get rid of kicks to make make a special moment that people feel that they're that there's something coming. That I just use it as a tool, not to have kicks. So I think before the big climax, it's cool to get rid of the kicks. Maybe also the clap at one point. You see, so now it's more of an impact. Okay, so let's build towards that climax. How are we gonna do that? We have all these elements. Okay, let's see what we're gonna use. I think this one is still cool, so I'm just gonna mess around with this one. I don't want to copy the automation, and I just want to copy this. So yeah, let's freak around with this. Where are those? Oh, in the plugins over here. I'm gonna move these out of the bass section. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we can build something cool with this for the break. I want the bass to disappear because all the time in the track now we hear the bass, and just gonna fade that one out. Just classic fade. Bye. And put a big reverb on the snare so it fades. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're getting there. Maybe let's see what we can do to the synth. What can we do to the synth? There's a fun way. We get an H delay. H delay is the delay from waves. We put it on the synth. Is it? Yeah, it's the right one. And let's see what happens. Yeah, that can be cool. That can be cool. Okay, so oh, it's clipping. That is nice. Let's see how we can get rid of the clipping. Maybe with an EQ. Yeah, check that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, okay, we're gonna give it, put on the dry wet with some automation. And then fuck around with the delay time. These are a bit too loud, those effects on the background.
Break it up.
Woo! That is because it's so quiet. When you're gonna play it, people are gonna like, well, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Because you got rid of the drums and you got rid of the groove, people can't dance anymore. Only, yeah, maybe a couple of people, yeah, I don't know, but just because it's so quiet, you don't know what to do anymore. So you're gonna check out and see what's happening.
Break it up.
Yeah, that's cool. I love this. So the track is getting shape now. Okay, maybe we can do like the hats fading in before the climax.
Break it up.
Yeah, maybe that's cool. Okay, let's see. Maybe the reverse one. Like that.
Break it up. Break it up.
Yeah, maybe that this comes also in. Maybe with a filter, that is also cool. Okay, let me check. Auto filter, put it on there.
Break it up.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe we can do something with the snares. It is kinda cheesy. Cheesy is easy, but we'll see. Okay.
Break it up. Break it up.
I don't think it needs that. I think it's already looking very solid like this. Maybe some weird effect or vocal that you didn't hear before. Okay, let's check. Maybe a vocal, that would be cool.
Got to be funky. 2, 3, hit it. Stop what you're doing.
Yeah, maybe that's cool. Stop what you... Yeah.
Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing.
Break it.
Let's see. I want to hear it with beat
Stop what you're doing.
to make sure the timing is right.
Stop what you're doing.
Here's a clap.
Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing.
Maybe only the stop, like the stop, and then with a huge echo or something.
Stop, 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 stop.
Let's see.
Stop, 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 stop.
Break.
Stop, 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 stop.
Break it.
Maybe we can use it as a tool here in the before the part where it gets silent, because then it's basically you say stop and then everything stops. So maybe that's cool. Putting the dry wet, yeah, like this. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. You can't really hear what he's saying, but that's not what it's all about, right? Okay, so we wanted to have sort of effects there, something that draws the attention as well. Yeah. Maybe also on this effect, I don't know.
Break it up.
think these can be louder, by the way. It sounds sick. I also like to, a couple of signature things that I do before a break is get rid of some snares or a clap to draw people's attention, but then come back with it. Like, so for instance, like this. Cool. But there's still like a clap in this one, I think, on the snare. Oh, and this one, I'm gonna just delete the claps because I really don't want the claps there. So like this. Also, this snare can be gone. Like that. You can hear it like this, the click. So I'm gonna get this fade and put it over here so it crossfades. And then you can't really hear it. You still hear some things that aren't perfect, but yeah, there's a kick on it and stuff, so you probably won't really hear it. Okay, so I think we have a pretty solid track here. Yeah, there's some elements like the acid things. Maybe it isn't necessary, or we can use it later, like here. No, like here, when it's a little bit less, all the elements. Yeah, that's cool, like a sort of a bridge. Yeah, this is basically also a lot of times when I'm making a track, I'm adding a lot of elements and things in the track, and it needs more, it needs more, like that. But then in the end, like I'm gonna check and see if those. Oh, my TV is gonna turn itself off. No, nice. Okay. Hey, yeah, good boy. That's a good boy. So in the end, I'm gonna probably remove some stuff, and because you know, less is more. It really is. So if you're gonna check out if stuff is really necessary to the track, so let's see. We added that pad in the beginning. I think it was like where is it? Oh, it's here. Oh, my project is a mess. I think that's a kind of cool element that is something for in the bridge. I really like to have bridges in the track. That a track things like that put the track in another perspective. So I think this is like the pads over here, the chords. I think that's cool to put before the big break. So let's do that instead of in the beginning and stuff. So okay. I don't really like the vocoder one. I think I just like the first pad that we made with the look at how I'm saying we. That is cute. Yeah, you are part of this. You made this as well. Let's release it together. €1,000. Okay, but I'm gonna filter it in with the auto filter. Get in there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that feels cool. That feels cool. Okay, so let's see if the beginning needs some other stuff as well. I think we can use the maybe some effects like that one. I think it needs a little bit less feedback. Maybe we can get these effects like they're those ones. Okay, that one is a bit random. These, was there auto filter on this? Yeah, okay, so let's definitely add that. Okay. That's cool. Maybe we can fuck around with the vocal bit, like not like this, but maybe like that. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're gonna let it play, but I'm also gonna do some of the master stuff that I always have on the master. So that's the Kramer tape stereo. That's this cool plugin. It looks cool. That's why I started using it in the first place. Okay, and it gives a little cool noise. So I want to sound old school, yeah, then I should need that. That's it, and you're done. A little compression. Actually, no compression because I'm gonna compress it anyway now. With the Pro C, just a little bit. I don't like things to over compress and stuff. So just a little bit. As you can see, it really hits the snares and the claps, so that's fine. I think we can also put them a little bit softer then. And then last but not least, the limiter, because we put everything minus 7 dB down, we can push it a little bit up, I think. So, oh, I think the hats are a little bit loud. So yeah, that is basically all the mix and master stuff I do on the track. Well, not mixing. There's still some things, by the way, because yeah, the pad can. I think the pad has a little bit lows. We'll see. I just like everyone else, I EQ all the channels. Yeah, you see this thing also has a lot of lows, so that's fine, not too much, just nothing. Yeah, it also has some low. Yeah, cool. What is this? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. What is this? Oh yeah. I already put some EQ on that. So I think, yeah, we did those. Oh, what are these? Too much. We don't need those. So yeah, that is basically the mix and mastering I do on a track. It isn't much, but this is ready for me to play out. Yeah, so like that. Let's check out that climax again. Come on, we deserve it. We deserve it. Okay, so now the track is, I think it's finished. It's cool. It's cool. I think the next step for me is that I'm gonna let this leave. I'm gonna export it and tip. Also, just export it as a pre-master, so without all the master shit on it, because I had a lot of times that I lost the project. Even I didn't save this project yet, so I'm gonna do that, of course. But just please bounce the pre-master, because I've had so many times that I lost a project and only have the DJ master, and it isn't, you can't release that. So just export that pre-master. But anyways, pre-master and DJ master, let's go. But knowing when a track is finished, it is hard. For me, I'm gonna export this now. But things that could also work is, as I said, removing a couple of elements. But you can also change elements. It can be cool to make a totally new bass line to this track. Like have the plugin and just delete the MIDI files, save it as another project, and just try to make a new bass line. It really works sometimes, because you've been listening to this one for a while, but when that plugin made it, oh, I'm so sad. When that plugin made it, I thought like, what the fuck? This bass line has hit potential. But now after listening it for a while, I think that like, yeah, I don't really like it. But you can try. I think it's still cool, but you can try to make a totally new bass line, because that can put your track in another perspective, and it can has a real different feel to it. So that's cool. You can also check out new drums. If you can just get rid of the main drum and put a new drum on it, that can really, it can be a real eye opener. Another thing I want to say about the track is, please don't be afraid to send it out. I know there are a lot of producers that make tracks and then don't send them out because they're afraid that it's not cool enough, or that they're not ready. It's just, please just send it out. There are a lot of DJs that probably think the track is cool, and even I, after 7 or 8 years with producing, I find myself learning new stuff every track, and every track still gets better in a way. You more mature sound, or how it sounds, feel or vibe of the track. Like, every track is new, but don't be afraid to send it out. Maybe release it. There are like the tracks that I made 6 years ago, and that got released. And now if I listen back to them, yeah, sure, it's not the best track, and sure, it isn't the sound that I do now. But I still am really proud of it, because I did make that. And there's still people out there, like fans that still like that track. So don't make a masterpiece and put it on your computer and let it stay there. Just please send it out to your DJs, your favorite DJs. Private SoundCloud link, please do that, or Dropbox. But just send it out, get it out there. There are people that like that stuff, even though you heard it for 10 hours straight. Send it out.